Welcome back to Marshall at the Movies. Here I am at notorious Whitechapel drinkery, The Blind Beggar. It's the pub where, in March 1966, East End hoodlum Ronnie Kray shot and killed rival gangster George Cornell. Today, almost 50 years later, it's to be the site of another bloody murder, my review of Legend. When I first discovered that Tom Hardy was playing both leads in Legend, the new film from A Knight's Tale writer-director Brian Helgeland, I thought it was pretty brave of him to step into both Tom Cruise and Tim Curry's shoes. I later discovered, a little disappointed, that this latest Legend is not a remake of Ridley Scott's daft 1985 fantasy, but a new take on the London underworld's infamous Kray twins from Helgeland, whose crime film credentials include the Oscar-nominated screenplay for Mystic River and the Oscar-winning screenplay for LA Confidential. A bullet points biopic detailing the lads' rise and fall in the East End of the swinging 60s, a place where, to paraphrase Al Capone, a couple of thugs could get further with a kind word and a hammer than they could with a kind word alone. Legend plays the Yoko card by focusing most closely on Reggie Kray's relationship with local sweetheart Frances Shay and the polarising effect that relationship had on him and his nutter of a brother, Ronnie. As Reggie, the relatively reasonable brother, Tom Hardy plays it straight, pretty smooth, solid, even moderately charismatic. Though personally I don't quite get Hardy's appeal. If you're a fan, it's a performance I think you'll enjoy. More problematic is Hardy's performance as Reggie's openly bisexual brother Ronnie, by far the more psychotic and emotionally unstable of the two, though obviously both were despicable, violent, criminal scumbags. As Ronnie, Hardy's performance borders on the comedically grotesque, more a twisted take on the broad, dopey stylings of Carry On star Bernard Bresslaw than anything that existed in real life. Playing the role largely for laughs, although I'm not sure that was his intention, Hardy delivers a risible performance that could well earn him a Golden Raspberry nomination, likely his only nomination for this movie. Sorry to say, overall, the movie's more a miss than a hit. Wildly inaccurate in terms of both plot and characterisation. As the title suggests, it's more concerned with the Kray twins' dubious legend than anything resembling their tawdry truth. Also, especially considering how much of their story the movie ignores, it is much too long, punishingly so. More than once I wondered if Brian Helgeland was even aware that films are supposed to end. In terms of tone and style, Helgeland was clearly less interested in telling a serious story than making something cheaply cheeky, violent and melodramatic with lots of perky pop hits and pleasing 60s stylings. It's a film that's clearly trying to emulate Goodfellas, but Helgeland's no Scorsese and Hardy's neither De Niro nor Pesci or even Liotta. Flawed though it is, I far prefer Peter Medak's 1990 biopic The Krays, starring Spandau's Kemp brothers as Reggie and Ronnie. If I were you, I'd watch that instead of Legend, or as I'm going to call it from now on, Carry On Krays. Join me soon for my take on Matt Damon's sciencey survival thriller, The Martian. Please, before you leave, take a moment to subscribe. Cheers!